your life. If you fail, it's not the end of the world. You just got to keep going, and you've got to have a strong attitude. You've got to tell yourself that you're going to get on, and get on. It's the only way to do it.
My advice to them would be that they must face failure and be prepared to face failure, because it is inevitable in our present examination system. But happily, there are so many opportunities for further tries, for development in the sixth form between the ages of 16 and 17, in colleges of further education, for trying both the same course or better new courses, and that education, hopefully in the future, will not be end-stopped.
Viewers in Scotland and Northern Ireland will be aware that in various respects the framework of their school system differs from that in other parts of the United Kingdom. For further advice on this week's topic, you can ring 01 992 5522 tomorrow during office hours. And for the free information sheet which accompanies the series, please send a large stamped addressed envelope with 15.5 postage to this address: Education Shop, BBC Television, London W12, 8QT. Well, now, here's today's weatherman, John Sherwood.
Good evening. Well, it was quite a fine and warm day for most of us, despite having all these low-pressure areas near the country, and the reason for that were these easterly winds, which were quite dry and warm as they came across the near continent there. This low pressure's been giving some fairly heavy and thundery showers over the near continent this evening. It's going to drift across southern parts tomorrow. It's going to bring some showers, I think, to southern parts of England and Wales. And then on Wednesday, it's going to drift slowly north, bringing some showers or some showery rain to many western districts, and rather less in the way of showers to the east as it goes north. But then by Thursday, I think we'll find it out of the way and pressure fairly high over the country, so becoming more settled later on after a short unsettled spell. If we look at the chart for midday tomorrow, you can see the low at that time over South Wales, and the front trailing along near southern counties of England, which is going to bring rather more in the way of cloud there tomorrow. But you can see very few isobars over southern parts of England there, and that's, as far as tonight's concerned, going to give, I think, a problem of fog, some quite dense fog patches in the southeast. I think anywhere the risk of fog, but especially in the southeast, and some fog too coming along some of those eastern coasts during the night. It's going to become fairly cloudy too along these eastern coasts, and that cloud's going to spread into parts of central and much of southern England during the night, so a fairly cloudy end to the night. One or two showers are going to continue through the night in the Channel Islands, and I think late in the night we may well have one or two fairly heavy showers coming into the extreme southeastern corner there. Everywhere else, though, it's going to be a dry night, and then tomorrow, I think for most of us, a dry day. Again, most of the showers are going to be in the Channel Islands. I think a dry start everywhere else, a fairly dull and grey start, though, in central and eastern parts of England. We're going to find the sun coming through again, though, like it did today, so some sunshine for most of us. The best of the sunshine in the sheltered northwestern parts of the country. I think rather more cloudy in the east and south than it's been today, and so not quite as warm. And then I think late in the day we're going to find some showers coming along to the southeast and then across much of southern England, on into Wales during the later part of the afternoon, and I think in the evening some showers into Northern Ireland. Some of those showers fairly heavy and thundery. That's all from me now. A very good night to you.
Well, from tomorrow's weather, let's have a look at tomorrow's programmes on BBC1. At 7:25, another ride with America's comedy hit Taxi. The Tuesday film is Crime Club, with Lloyd Bridges as a private detective investigating the mysterious circumstances of a boy's death. That's at 7:45. Following the 9 o'clock news at 9:25, a profile of Sir Frank Whittle, the man who pioneered the jet engine. Play for today at 10:15 is a disturbing drama about psychological torture and its consequences. Platform 1 with Fred Emery at 11:30 rounds off tomorrow evening here on BBC1. Well, the time now, exactly 10 minutes past 12. This is where we take our leave of you, but don't forget our colleagues on Radio 2. Brian Matthews' Round Midnight programme is coming direct from the foyer of the Theatre Royal in Nottingham, and that's followed at 1 o'clock by Trucker's Hour, Sheila Tracy with a new series of music and messages for night owls. But these night owls on BBC1 are now wishing you a very warm good night. From me, Richard Straker, on behalf of all of my colleagues on BBC Television, I do just that. Good night.